Every day, Americans find themselves facing a crucial, heartbreaking decision. Whether to keep an aging parent at home or place them at a nursing facility. Perhaps there's an older child or loved one that is mentally challenged or physically disabled. Someone who needs constant monitoring. Should a full-time in-home caregiver be hired, or should the loved one be institutionalized? For more and more Americans, the answer is to keep them at home and care for their loved one themselves. This creates yet another dilemma. Many loved ones can find themselves bored, depressed, or have their health compromised. In turn, the caregiver may find the task overwhelming. And if the caregiver works outside the home, the guilt of leaving their loved one alone all day can be unbearable. An attractive alternative is the community-based adult daycare center. Recent studies show that social interaction and activities can enhance survival among the elderly. At a modern adult daycare facility, loved ones receive not only personal attention and enjoy the company of others, they receive vital health care services, physical therapy, and, if needed, help with walking, toileting, eating, bathing, and dressing. Each morning, participants are picked up from their homes and transported in specially equipped vehicles, usually owned and operated by the center. Trained drivers safely convey their passengers, many of whom need wheelchairs, to the daycare center, then drive them home again in the evening. Faith among the elderly is strong. The day usually begins with a devotional and Bible study. Keeping the body moving is an important part of each day's activities. The center's staff makes exercise fun, using scarves and other colorful items for stretching and bending. These exercises are simple, but they give participants a chance to move around much more than they would at home. Physical therapy by licensed therapists is another plus offered by some adult daycare centers. Muscle tone, bone and joint movement, coordination, and balance can be maintained and improved for most participants. And rehabilitation after a stroke can bring a more rapid return to a more active life. Progress records are kept for later review by the family and a physician. Occupational therapists encourage patients to keep up their skill at doing everyday chores at home, such as folding laundry. Any useful task that can be performed solo encourages self-sufficiency and improves the participant's sense of self-worth. Monitoring participants' health, such as taking blood sugar levels of diabetic patients, are provided by licensed nurses. Wound care, injections, tube feedings, respiratory treatments, and other nursing needs are all attended to at the adult daycare facility. The dispensing of medicine, so important to the daily health of the elderly, is carefully administered and recorded. The advantages to having a patient's medicine intake overseen by professionals instead of being done in the home are obvious. At adult daycare centers, participants are guaranteed at least one good meal every day. The food is tasty and prepared to meet the nutritional needs of the center's elderly and disabled population. Alternative meals can be prepared for those with special dietary requirements. Almost as important as the physical well-being of an elderly or disabled person is their mental well-being. Center staff regularly challenge participants to put on their thinking caps and compete in brain-building games. It keeps participants on their mental toes and encourages social interaction. Plus, it's just plain fun. Knowing art and music are part of the human experience almost from birth, the adult daycare facility offers arts activities that stimulate creativity, bringing a smile even from the most solitary of patients. Musical guests from all over the community are invited to share their talents, perhaps lead the group in a good old-fashioned sing-along. Other fun activities may include bingo games, holiday observances, outings to parks and cultural events, and birthday parties.
They keep me on the right track anyway, so I don't get lost down the line, I do enjoy myself being here, The nurse's aide comes in to help me at home for 2 hours. Now I can wash my own dishes. I can get in and out of bed by myself and go to the bathroom by myself at home and things like that, but I can't mop no floors to make beds, you know, and that's what they do. They come in and wash the dishes, mop the floor, and make my bed for me and everything like that, and take me on errands.
They give you encouragement, give you ideas to try. I like coming up here for the people, and it kind of gives me something to do, because if I was at home, I'd stare at four walls. Then I have 2 cats, but you can talk to them, but they can't talk back. I mean, that's what I miss, conversation.
The adult daycare experience offers loved ones a place to go every weekday where there's always something going on. A place to make friends, to rediscover what it's like to laugh, sing, and play again. The benefits to caregivers are just as rewarding. An adult daycare center is a family support system. It offers a care plan tailored for each loved one, help for caregivers with support groups and home care, education on managing behavior, and referral to other community agencies. But the greatest benefit may be the peace of mind caregivers gain by knowing their loved one is in a caring, loving place.
Well, having my mom in adult daycare facility and setting has given me freedom and peace of mind. With Mother in the condition that she's in, I couldn't be comfortable working and leaving her at home. It wouldn't work for us. If I had a friend that had an adult member of their family that needed daycare, I would tell them to go quickly and early, for one thing, because it's a real wear and tear on yourself when you have to do everything. You need some assistance, you need quality care for the adult. So I would tell them to look at the staff, look at the facility, but move quickly and get them placed so that they would have the peace of mind that they need to carry on their lives.
Caring for an aging or debilitated loved one can be a 24-hour, 7-days-a-week job. The task of feeding, bathing, and interacting with a confused or uncooperative loved one can take its toll, causing caregiver burnout. Adult daycare centers give caregivers a break from the stress and the round-the-clock responsibility of managing a loved one in the home. The quality care your loved one receives comes from a quality staff, a dedicated group of trained professionals. More than glorified babysitters, adult daycare center staff members are nurturing, loving people who truly enjoy interacting with the people entrusted to their care. That is why many caregivers are exploring alternatives to nursing homes. The loving alternative is an adult daycare center. To locate an adult daycare center near you, please phone the South Carolina Adult Day Services Association at 803-416-8000.